BU mile. So Jordan Carpenter, meet director over at BU, which has been having phenomenal races.
For
20 years. For 20 years. And no different this year. This upcoming weekend is going to be wild. Had a fun tweet where he said, for anyone wondering why performance lists are taking so long to come out, it's because you all lied about your milers' seed time. He ended up sending me the heat sheets 2 a.m. his time. Mm-hmm. So he was up late trying to figure this out. And you look at the mile, there are 60 people with a seat time under 4 minutes. He told me that 110 people wrote their seat time as 4 minutes or faster. 110. First of all, what are your thoughts on seat times? How much faster can you say your seat time is to what you've actually run? What's the rules? Like if you run 4:01, can you say that put me at 4 flat 3:59?
No.
But everyone does it.
That's the problem.
But everyone gives themselves 2 seconds because like if you're 4:01, you'd say like I'm going to PR, so I'm really a 3:59 athlete.
You should have equivalent distances. You should be able to send in. That I'm fine with. If someone has a fast 8 or a fast 3, they should list that, and there should be a little chart that says, "All right, we'll give you this seed time as a mile." But if you're just shaving 5 seconds off because you did the math in your head after they did a workout, no, everybody's going to do it.
Yeah, but what if you ran 4:01 last year and it's your season, you haven't run mile yet this year?
Oh, you can use a previous year's time. Yeah,
yeah, no, fine. But what if you know you're faster than your last time?
Then you got to run it, man.
But
I don't know that you're faster.
Okay, do you think...
I don't know that you're faster.
All right, do you think...
If I'm a meet director, I don't know that you're faster. Now, no one's probably coming to my meet because this is a very strict rule, but I'm not...
But what about Edward Cheserek? He doesn't have a 5K time in college yet. Or he'd be like, yeah, you got to go. No, you got to run with the 14:30 guys.
He can submit his 10K time or his 1500 time. He didn't have 10K time yet. 3K time.
He just has a mile
sort of time. Yeah. And then I'm sure it's good. And that will put him in a good heat. It's the meritocracy, baby. Go run it. Run the time. I don't know what your time is.
What about your...
How do I know? You get into this mess because everybody says the same thing.
Yeah, but what about your kid is trying to get into a different level of baseball team, right? And his stats, they're not looking too good because he was sick and had COVID all year.
His stats are great,
his stats don't look good, but he's better than what he performed. Are you going to be like, hey, he's actually better?
Every kid's dad thinks that they're better than they are. What's your formula? You get 2 seconds?
Yeah, you get 2 seconds.
Well, okay, but then that doesn't matter because then everybody gets 2 seconds and you're right back to where you were. That's inflation. That's just time inflation. That's all that is.
Timeflation?
Yeah. That doesn't help you at all if you're trying to figure out what's the goal. Try to figure out the 10 to 12 fastest for the first heat. That's the goal. But you give everybody 2 seconds. How does that help?
So anyway... 60 people now are in officially with the sub 4 minute time, but it was 110. And then I was talking back and forth with Jordan Carpenter, the meet director, and we're thinking this meet may break the record for most sub 4s at a single meet. You think it's going to happen?
Real sub 4s or once you subtract 1 or 2 seconds?
No, actual running a race, running a race. I have it right here. So the most sub 4s ever run in a day across the world, 36. It was February 14th, 2015.
I remember that.
And as everyone knows, this weekend is the best weekend in track and field, as I told you.
If you base that solely off of sub 4s.
The second most was February 11th, 2012. The third most was February 12th, 2022. So mid-February, king for sub 4s. Anyway, but the meet that had the most sub 4s at a single venue was Prefontaine in 2014. 26 sub 4s. Number 2 all time, Prefontaine 2017. Number 3 all time, Prefontaine 2018. And Prefontaine 2015, Prefontaine 2010. Because they got the
mile and the international
and Prefontaine 2011. So 26 is the record for most at a single meet. We have 60 people at this meet with a sub 4 seat time. I think they're going to break the record.